The Coming AI Diaspora. Executive Summary. The San Francisco AI startup boom is ending due to unprofitable products and flawed business models. Giants like OpenAI face potential bankruptcy because they lack sustainable revenue models to cover massive computing costs. Consequently, an AI diaspora will occur. Displaced workers will leave the Bay Area and return home. They will bring valuable technical skills to millions of traditional organizations worldwide, shifting the focus from general internet-scraped models to practical, curated corporate applications. Article. I live in the Mission District in San Francisco. People now call this area AI Gulch. Many artificial intelligence startups started here. For a long time, the energy was undeniable. Workers rushed between coffee shops and offices. They talked about changing the world with code. OpenAI headquarters was only blocks away on Folsom Street. Later, they moved to a larger building on 3rd Street, which is walkable. That early period felt like a gold rush. New companies formed every single week. Investors threw money at any founder with an idea. That era is now coming to an end. The rapid spawning of AI startups has stopped. The excitement has faded into silence. The crowded coffee shops are thinning out. You cannot solve real-world problems by sipping a latte in San Francisco. True innovation requires actual connection to the world. The failure of the wrapper startups. The startup boom produced very few significant products. Most of these companies never made a profit. They built fragile businesses on top of existing technology. Venture capitalists finally realized their mistake months ago. They looked closely at the software design. Many startups just put a simple user interface over a frontier model. Programmers call these creations wrappers. A wrapper does not constitute a real AI product. It adds almost no unique value for the customer. Investors funded thousands of utterly trivial ideas. They operated on an old tech industry assumption. They believed a few great products would emerge from the crowd. These massive successes would cover the cost of all the failures. That massive success has not happened. I am not seeing any dominant products break through the noise. Instead, we see a graveyard of forgotten software. The money has dried up because the results never arrived. The corporate AI struggle. We hear constant news about the failure rate of corporate AI projects. Big corporations tried to install general AI tools across their departments. They expected instant productivity gains. Instead, they encountered massive integration errors and high costs. The successful AI projects look very different. True successes happen inside companies for specific tasks. Engineers build these tools when off-the-shelf solutions do not exist. You can read about these wins in my blog posts. My blogs detail exactly how companies use AI effectively. A logistics company might build a tool to optimize its specific shipping routes. A hospital might train a model solely on its own patient intake forms. These tools do not try to write poetry or paint pictures. They solve narrow, difficult business problems. They create real value because they fit the specific workplace perfectly. The coming tech migration. The tech industry is changing rapidly. Tech companies executed 150,000 layoffs over the last year. These layoffs did not affect AI workers exclusively. However, many AI specialists did lose their jobs. The golden handcuffs have broken. AI workers must now change their strategy. They need to join one of millions of ordinary organizations. They must find specific problems that AI can actually solve. This shift will create a massive geographic migration. People will move away from the Bay Area. They will disperse to organizations everywhere. They will take their valuable skills with them to new industries. Manufacturing plants in Ohio need data scientists. Retail chains in Texas need machine learning experts. The talent will finally spread across the globe. Moving past the internet sewer. In spite of the current backlash, AI is not going away. The technology holds real power. However, the current method of building models must change. The giant models suffer from a fundamental flaw. Tech companies built the first models by scraping the entire internet. They gathered text from social media sites and public forums. This method filled the models with garbage from the internet sewer. The training data contained bias, misinformation, and toxic language. The models now repeat these errors back to users. Image diagram contrasting messy data scraping from public internet forums versus organized ingestion of curated textbook data models. The next wave of AI will look very different. Developers will build curated models with legally obtained data. Companies will respect copyright laws. They will pay for high-quality information. For many topics, excellent data already exists. Developers can access textbook-quality data. They can use thousands of peer-reviewed scientific papers. These clean sources will train powerful, reliable models. The outputs will become accurate and trustworthy. The financial collapse of the giants. The current financial path is completely unsustainable. OpenAI will highly likely go broke in a couple of years. They cannot secure the massive amounts of money they need to continue operations. Their daily computing costs run into millions of dollars. They cannot get the money because they lack a viable revenue model. They have no clear way to recover the billions of dollars investors put into them. Subscriptions of $20 a month cannot pay for data centers. Many AI startups will suffer this exact same fate. Their cash reserves will disappear. Investors will refuse to fund another round of losses. The glamorous offices in AI Gulch will go dark. The diaspora and the future. The collapse of these startups will trigger the true AI diaspora. Many people came to the Bay Area from other states and countries. They chased the hype and the high salaries. When these companies close, these workers will return to their home states and native countries. They will not lose their knowledge when they lose their jobs. They will take their advanced skills with them. This dispersion will benefit the wider world. AI expertise will no longer live inside a single California bubble. Local banks, regional hospitals, and schools will hire these engineers. The technology will finally mature. It will transform from a San Francisco novelty into a practical tool for global industry.